Imagine if you had a compass that could guide you through every challenge life throws at you. A set of principles to help you navigate adversity, make wiser choices, and achieve inner peace. That compass exists, and it's rooted in Stoicism, one of history's most influential philosophies. These guiding principles are called the four cardinal virtues. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll gain a profound understanding of these virtues and how to integrate them into your daily life. Before we dive in, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel to help support our journey into Stoicism. And be sure to watch till the end, as each virtue builds upon the last to create a complete framework for living a fulfilled and virtuous life. Number 1. What are the four cardinal virtues? The four cardinal virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, form the foundation of Stoic philosophy. These virtues weren't just invented by the Stoics. They were recognized by philosophers like Plato and Aristotle, and later embraced by the Stoics as essential to living a good life. Better understand them, think of a table. Each virtue is a leg supporting the table's weight. Remove one, and the table becomes unstable. Similarly, a balanced life requires all four virtues. Without one, your moral foundation weakens. For example, you might have the courage to act but lack the wisdom to decide the right course of action. Or you could be wise but lack the temperance to control your impulses. These virtues work together, guiding your thoughts, decisions, and actions. Each virtue represents a way of handling life's challenges. Wisdom helps us think clearly. Courage strengthens us to face adversity. Justice ensures fairness, and temperance balances our desires. They are as relevant today as they were centuries ago. This framework is not just theoretical, it's practical, offering a lens through which to view and address everyday issues. As we explore each virtue, consider how they already show up in your life, or where they might be lacking. Number 2, wisdom. Wisdom is the virtue of sound judgment. It's the ability to differentiate between what's within your control and what isn't, a cornerstone of Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about this in his Meditations, urging us to focus only on what we can influence. Imagine a storm is approaching. A wise person doesn't waste time cursing the weather. Instead, they prepare for it. Wisdom teaches us to act with reason, not emotion, and to align our actions with reality rather than wishful thinking. One modern example could be managing financial stress. Instead of panicking about the economy, wisdom guides you to budget carefully, save, and focus on what you can control, your spending habits. This practical application of wisdom fosters peace of mind. Wisdom also involves humility, the understanding that you don't know everything. It's about seeking knowledge, listening to others, and making decisions based on evidence, not ego. The wise person is open to learning, constantly improving themselves. By cultivating wisdom, you create a mental compass that helps you navigate life's complexities. Every decision becomes a step toward a better life, rooted in clarity and reason. Why wisdom is important. Wisdom is the foundation of the other virtues. Without it, you cannot discern the right course of action or apply the other virtues effectively. Wisdom ensures that your choices are guided by reason and understanding rather than impulsive emotions or ignorance. Consider a leader faced with a critical decision during a crisis. Without wisdom, they might react emotionally, leading to disastrous consequences. But a wise leader takes the time to gather information, consult experts, and analyze the situation before making a decision. This measured approach often leads to better outcomes. Wisdom is also crucial in maintaining perspective. Life is filled with challenges, but wisdom helps you focus on what truly matters. For example, losing a job might seem devastating, but wisdom allows you to see it as an opportunity to reassess your career path and grow. Moreover, wisdom fosters humility. It teaches you that learning is a lifelong process and that even the wisest individuals can make mistakes. This mindset keeps you open to new ideas and growth, preventing arrogance and complacency. Ultimately, wisdom is essential because it serves as your internal compass. It enables you to navigate life's complexities with clarity and confidence, ensuring that your actions are thoughtful and aligned with your values. Number 3, courage. Courage isn't just about physical bravery. It's the ability to face fear, uncertainty, and pain with resilience. For the Stoics, courage is essential because life is unpredictable and often harsh. Consider the story of Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who was born a slave. Despite his circumstances, he chose to pursue philosophy and rise above his suffering. His courage wasn't about fighting back physically, but enduring adversity with dignity and strength. In today's world, courage might mean speaking up against injustice at work, even if it risks your job. Or it could be facing a personal fear, like starting a new career late in life. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the decision to act despite it. Courage also involves emotional resilience. When faced with loss or failure, the Stoic doesn't crumble. Instead, they accept the situation and move forward. This mindset isn't just about enduring hardship. It's about growing stronger because of it. Without courage, the other virtues falter. Wisdom without action is useless. Justice without standing up for what's right is empty, and temperance without strength to resist temptation is ineffective. Courage empowers the other virtues to thrive. Why courage is important? Courage is the engine of action. Without it, even the wisest plans remain unexecuted, and justice and temperance falter in the face of fear or adversity. Courage gives you the strength to do what is right, even when it's uncomfortable or risky. Imagine a whistleblower exposing corruption in a powerful organization. Without courage, they might remain silent, allowing injustice to persist. Courage empowers individuals to act, even when the odds are against them, ensuring that truth and justice prevail. Courage is also vital for personal growth. Overcoming fears, whether it's public speaking, starting a new venture, or confronting a toxic relationship, requires bravery. Each act of courage strengthens your resolve, making you more resilient in the face of future challenges. Furthermore, courage inspires others. Acts of bravery often have a ripple effect, encouraging those around you to stand up for what they believe in or to confront their own fears. This collective courage can lead to significant societal change. In essence, courage is important because it propels you forward. It transforms intentions into actions and ensures that you live a life true to your principles, regardless of the obstacles you face. Number 4, justice. Justice in Stoicism is about fairness, honesty, and treating others with dignity. It's not just a legal concept, but a moral one, acting in a way that benefits society as a whole. Marcus Aurelius wrote that we are all part of the same human community, interconnected like branches on a tree. Justice means recognizing this and acting accordingly, whether it's helping a neighbor or advocating for social equality. One example is giving credit where it's due at work. It's easy to take advantage of someone else's effort, but justice demands honesty and fairness. It's about doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. Justice also extends to how we judge others. The Stoic doesn't rush to condemn, but seeks to understand. For instance, if someone cuts you off in traffic, justice reminds you to consider they might be in an emergency rather than assuming malice. By practicing justice, you not only improve your character, but contribute to a better world. This virtue ensures that our actions benefit not just ourselves, but everyone around us. Why justice is important. Justice is the glue that holds communities together. Without it, trust erodes, relationships break down, and societies descend into chaos. Justice ensures fairness, equality, and respect for others, creating harmony in both personal and societal contexts. Think of a team working on a project. If one person takes credit for everyone's efforts, resentment builds and collaboration suffers. But when justice prevails, when credit is fairly distributed, the team thrives and productivity increases. Justice also fosters empathy. It requires you to consider others' perspectives and act in ways that benefit the greater good. For example, volunteering at a shelter or helping a struggling friend are acts of justice that strengthen social bonds. Moreover, justice builds trust. When people see that you consistently act fairly and honorably, they're more likely to trust you. This trust forms the basis of strong relationships, whether in friendships, business, or family. At its core, justice is important because it extends beyond the individual. It's about contributing to a better world, ensuring that your actions uplift others and promote a sense of shared humanity. Number 5, temperance. Temperance is the virtue of self-control, moderating your desires and actions to achieve balance. In a world full of temptations, this virtue is perhaps more relevant than ever. The Stoics believed in moderation in all things. Overindulgence, whether in food, money, or power, leads to imbalance and suffering. Seneca warned against letting desires control you, as they can easily lead to misery. For instance, think about technology. Social media can be addictive, consuming your time and attention. Practicing temperance means setting boundaries, using it mindfully instead of letting it control you. Temperance also applies to emotions. When anger flares, temperance helps you pause, reflect, and respond calmly rather than reacting impulsively. It's about maintaining inner peace, even when provoked. By mastering temperance, you create harmony in your life. It allows you to enjoy pleasures without being enslaved by them, ensuring your actions align with your values and long-term goals. Why temperance is important? Temperance is the key to balance and self-control. In a world filled with distractions and excess, temperance helps you avoid overindulgence and maintain focus on what truly matters. Imagine someone who cannot resist their impulses, overspending, overeating, or overworking. Their life becomes chaotic, leading to stress, health issues, and unhappiness. Temperance provides the discipline to set boundaries and prioritize long-term well-being over short-term gratification. Temperance also prevents regret. Acting in the heat of the moment often leads to decisions you later wish you could undo, like saying something hurtful in anger. With temperance, you learn to pause, reflect, and choose your response wisely. Additionally, temperance fosters contentment. By moderating your desires, you appreciate what you have rather than constantly chasing more. This sense of gratitude enhances your overall happiness and reduces feelings of envy or dissatisfaction. Ultimately, temperance is important because it protects you from the pitfalls of excess. It ensures that your actions are measured, your emotions are balanced, and your life is aligned with your values and goals. Why the 4 virtues are interconnected? The 4 cardinal virtues are not isolated principles. They are deeply interconnected. Together, they create a balanced and complete framework for living a virtuous life. Without wisdom, courage might lead to reckless decisions. Without courage, wisdom remains untested. Justice without temperance can become overly rigid, while temperance without justice can turn into selfish restraint. Each virtue relies on the others to function effectively. For example, consider a doctor treating a patient. Wisdom guides their medical decisions. Courage allows them to deliver difficult news. Justice ensures they treat the patient fairly, and temperance prevents them from becoming emotionally overwhelmed. Only by embodying all 4 virtues can the doctor truly excel. This interconnection also reflects the complexity of life. Challenges often require multiple virtues. Facing an ethical dilemma at work might demand wisdom to determine the right course, courage to act on it, justice to consider others, and temperance to remain composed. The Stoics understood that life is multifaceted and that no single virtue is sufficient on its own. Embracing all four creates a harmonious and resilient character capable of navigating any situation. In summary, the four virtues are important not just individually, but collectively. Together, they form a robust moral framework that empowers you to live a life of integrity, purpose, and fulfillment. As you reflect on these virtues, ask yourself, which one resonates most with you? Where can you improve? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to support our journey into Stoicism. Share this video with someone who might benefit from these timeless lessons. Thanks for watching, and remember, virtue is the path to true freedom and happiness.